So we got a bit of a squeeze here on BTC, but the tile says prepare for a dump. Guys, I'm going to give you a couple of important levels here in case we get a rejection now on BTC, but things are looking very good and very spicy. Some of these trades are absolutely ripping. We're in for a big banger today. It's Friday. Let's get right into this. And before we get even deeper into this, if you like the pump, hit the like. If you like the show, hit the like and the subscribe and the bell. You know what to do. Here's the bull man, never taking the goggles off. He's still feeling the heat. And I've got a special guest today. One of our Sniper Club members has jumped in the back here, 𝗪𝗏. He's ready to party with us. He's enjoying the bit of a squeeze that we're going. But I think, firstly, let's go with this.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good
I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit euphoric. We finally got a squeeze that we were looking for. I mean, look at this BTC chart on the 4 hour. This is a thing of absolute beauty, and this is what we've been waiting for the last few days. It's been a nice little ride, but let's just see what's going on quickly with Banter Bubbles, because there was a slightly different picture earlier today, and now it's nice and green. Gonna need the sunglasses again. And look, what's in the middle of your screen? Popcat 8%. That thing is ripping again, delivering for us the meme coins. But overall, look, I think we can be fairly excited about what is happening here. Maybe we're going to get a nice follow through this weekend, but the work has been done, guys. The entries have been worked on, and things are now starting to fly. So let's look at BTC on the 4 hour and just see current game plan. Now, we do know there's a lot of liquidity to the upside. And just to recap where we were yesterday, we've been struggling at this anchored VWAP. It's been a hell of a situation here for the last while. This was originally hit on Monday. We pinged that anchored VWAP, big resistance band for us here at this 58K region. And the more we knocked on the door and tapped on the door, eventually it was bound to look for some kind of pop here. Can you imagine the bears that are getting rinsed now? How's it feeling, Ray? How are you feeling?
I'm not a bear. I'm long.
I know. It's fantastic. I'm even wearing my bullish hat. Look at the squeeze. Everyone is getting rinsed now, all the bears. And we are now pushing into a big liquidity zone. So, guys, time for caution up here. 60,200 up to 61,140. I do expect something to happen here. There's going to be some kind of rejection here or some kind of activity. Okay. And you can see I'm currently sitting in a BTC long. Look at that entry. And we're going to TP when we bang into one of those regions over there. So we're going to watch that one closely. This is me on Prime XBT. The Doge trade we took earlier today in the Sniper Club live Zoom, Doge was looking pretty decent, so we jumped into that situation. And Link, this is the same Link trade that we've been in for the last week, and that is finally getting some traction. But I believe Link is also heading into a TP zone, so we need to be a little bit cautious here if we do start pushing into this region. Okay, let's take a look at some of the news here at the moment before we dive into some lower time frame BTC. And then naturally, guys, I've got some banging setups for you on lower time frames as well. I've got TP zones, all these types of things, some of the tokens that you might be in, okay, might be here on the show. So stick around. We're going to cover tons of these things for you guys. Let's start with what is going on here in the news. And Fred Kruger just reminding us, gold is at 2,600. So we know gold's absolutely ripping. We're at all-time highs. We're days away from rate cuts. Lovely, okay? This is playing into the prophecy from the Lord of Entry. What did we say? We're getting a dump early September, and we're getting a pump into these rate cuts. So far, so good. We are getting what we wanted. BlackRock has shifted from ESG to BTC. 60 days from now, regardless of who wins, we are in a money printing super cycle with the new BTC ETF. So that's a nice little bit of bull source for us. And then the bears are coming out. Now, remember, this has been part of my prophecy for the last few weeks. Okay, we've been talking about a dump into rate cuts, but what concerns me is when the block starts telling me economists are now predicting a sell the news event. Okay, this is not a good sign because these guys are always wrong. Okay, and if they start jumping on the bandwagon now, telling us we're going to start selling the event, it's a bit of an issue for me. But the economists are now jumping on this bandwagon. So look out Okay. And if we get this 25 basis points cut, I do suspect some kind of sell-off on the S&P. I expect it to bleed into BTC. Okay. Now, anything naturally can happen. We can be prepared for both scenarios. But as far as I'm concerned, if we get a hard pump here, I'm TPing a lot of these altcoins and things like that just into that, just for a little bit of safety. Remember, if things turn mega bullish for us later, we can always find new entries. We can always get into new positions and all those things. If you're making money here and things are printing, take some profits when you hit some good zones. You don't want to do the round trip. And Mr. 100 says the cycle will not be denied. And I see we've got another Sniper Club member in here as well. Marcel is in the house. And
g'day from Australia.
Hello. And basically, how did they get in here? I basically said to them, the two rudest responses to my message will get to backstage, and these guys were rude. They were offensive. And
g'day, how are you, buddy?
Are you enjoying the squeeze?
We love it, mate. Love it.
We're going to talk Sniper Club a little bit more just now. With you guys, let's get back into the current situation. So the S&P looking good. Okay, so far so good. We are probably 0.5% away from all-time highs. Okay, so naturally I'm expecting a squeeze on the S&P. Now we know everyone got very clever not too long ago, and like I've explained to you in the last week or so, I have no doubt there are tons of shorts piling up here on the S&P. And for me, I wanted to see a big squeeze here on the S&P, then a nice little sell-off on rate cuts. Where does that go? We don't know. Okay, we don't know. But I would expect that to be bought up then relatively quickly. So that is ideally what we're going to look for. And Mia says it's Friday the 13th. Anything can happen. Guys, literally anything can happen. So we're going to be cautious at some of these rejection zones. And then just to recap on gold, I mean, this candle is insanity right now. This thing is absolutely flying. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get in the way of this. I don't even have, enough data yet to tell us where we could potentially short this thing. So what we'd be looking for ideally on gold is some kind of rejection, then some kind of structure. Maybe this thing then starts falling over. So we'll have to wait and see how this gold situation plays out. And BCH shit pumping now. Totally shit. Send it to zero. Guys, I mean, this is one of the topics that I wanted to talk to you about today. Okay, we're going to get into this now. But is this one of the warning signs that these old dusty shit coins are pumping? Is this not a warning sign that we are about to get a dump? So I've highlighted some of these dusties, and we're going to talk about a few of them in a couple of minutes. So just hang in there. One of the other things I wanted to show you guys was, here we go, Uncle Michael. Okay, so now we know the story here. When Michael Taylor announces that he's bought 18,000 BTC, and if we look at history, whenever he's bought it and announced it, we've always had some kind of dump in the market. Okay, so one of the things that was concerning me today is he made a big announcement that he bought 18,000 more BTC. Okay, $1.1 billion. He bought it at 60K. Okay, I mean, what an absolute machine, this guy. But we've often seen dumps after these situations, and we did see a little bit of a sell-off today after this announcement came out, but naturally not. Well, not naturally. This thing is now being bought up. And we are now dealing with some kind of squeeze here. And Victor has a very good point. He says, Saylor announces that he has finished buying a lot of BTC, and then we dump, okay? Same story as usual. And he says the magnitude of the dump and what happens right after will be a signal for the strength in the current market. Let's take a look at what's happening right after, okay? Nice little pumpage there after a little sell. So let's get into one of the other issues for me, and I did touch on this yesterday when Uncle jumped onto my show. We were talking about this total, the others market cap, which is basically the whole crypto market excluding the top 10. And this thing is still in precarious country for me. This is still a little bit of a danger zone for me, and you can see why. I just want to highlight this one more time for you guys, and this is also why we don't want to get too euphoric when we see these types of things. Now, naturally, we can say, oh, well, this time is different. The trend is going to break, all these types of things, but let's let the trend break. Okay, let's first get a nice bullish breakout there. Let's get a nice retest, and so we can feel a little bit comfortable, because right now, how many times have we seen fake outs on trends where they push it up and then they send this thing absolutely down? So I just want to exercise a bit of caution here again. This is why I'm not FOMOing into everything left, right, and center until we start breaking some big trends. And we want to see a clean break of this trend. But most importantly, we want this retest to hold. So the next sell-off, if we do break this trend, that next sell-off is going to be so key for us to get a nice move, nice solid support bounce there for us. And then we should be okay. Okay, but until then, potential downside, potential big rejection here. And, we've got one BTC candle. We can't get overexcited with ourselves. Now, remember, I've been talking about this all week, and I thought this is a great addition to my show. So a lot of you guys are watching the show. You don't know what I'm talking about. You're looking at these charts. You're like, what is this guy actually saying? I'm saying 618s. I'm saying RSIs. You don't know what I'm doing. And if you want to learn more, like number one, you're obviously interested in crypto and you're watching my show. So number two, the easiest way for you to understand what I'm doing here on these charts is to join Sniper School. Okay, this is Sheldon's trading school that he's done. It's absolutely free. Okay, all you need to do is put in the work. You just need to put in the time. And then you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. And some of these things that I'm talking about on my show, you can then start putting into practice yourself on TradingView and all these types of things. So grab the link in the show description. There is a link here for you guys underneath. So just go under the show. You'll see everything that I do is in the show description. And you're going to find the Sniper School here under, towards the bottom here, just above this easy algo. You're going to see Sniper School. It's 100% free, guys. Just sign up, take part, and you'll learn a little bit as to what I am doing. Oh, this thing is beautiful. Okay, let's look at lower time frames. Here we go. This is BTC on the 1 hour. Now, this has been an absolute banger chart.
You said lower time frame, so I just jumped in. That's all. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, the 3 minute man. Geez, Ray, this is 1 hour, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's going to burn your eyes. The timing's a little bit high for Ray, but this is a banger. Okay, so you guys know what I love to do here. I love to look bigger picture. I like to see where we are in the bigger time frames. Then I like to dial in and say, okay, what is actually happening here? When we really zoom in. And this 1 hour chart's been an absolute banger for us for the last couple of weeks. So let's just reassess where we are. You can see number one, we are now pushing into a hot zone. Okay, it's a hot pit of danger. Okay, look here, we've got big reaction zones here. We've got the 50-day moving average as well coming into play here. We're busy trying to take out this wick. We do have some highs over here. So I just want to say a little bit of caution in this region. Anything from 59,700 on this chart to around about 60,100. Okay, we're pushing into a danger zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see something along these lines for BTC. So let's just look out for that. Let's not get too euphoric. But what do we have working in our favor? Well, this anchored VWAP that has been resistance for us, that we've been knocking on the door for the whole week, is now a nice little support band that we can play with. Look at this. You can see this was resistance for us the whole week. So now potential support for us floating around the 58K region. So that is our first line this weekend. Any major dumps, we're going to be watching that. What you're going to do is you're going to take your fib from the low of the 11th of September. You're going to drag it to wherever this thing rejects. Okay, so at some point, this thing is going to reject. Then you're going to pull your fib to that high and you're going to look for tie-in. Now look at this. If this thing rejects at 59,800 or 60K, we've got the most beautiful confluence in history. Okay, 58,300 coming into play for us. Look at this banger level here. 382 horizontals, anchored VWAP, rising trend. Okay, retest trend for us. Retest horizontal for us. That for me is a zone where we can look to buy with confidence there on these altcoins, because the invalidation is very simple. It's very clean. If we lose that trend, we go back to the goblin town. Okay, so right now we want to hold this trend. We want to keep things floating in that region, and everything now is just a little bit of noise. As long as we hold this pullback here, then that is going to be the retest. I see Bruce is also. Bruce, come hang, Bruce. It's Friday. Bruce is here in the chats. Let's see who else is in the chats and what is going on here. Where are all my people here hanging out? I see Joy says afternoon. Joy is probably a super fan, and she's always here watching our shows. Always good to have the super fans here, Joy. And where's Fahad? Because I've got Theta here especially for Fahad. He asked for Theta in the comments yesterday. So what you guys need to do is, after the show, we'll mention this again, drop the tokens you want me to look at in the comments afterwards. Fahad dropped Theta, and I've got Theta prep for you guys. And I see Onka's also talking about Theta here at the moment. And Ashish, he's 100x, man. He's 100x or nothing at the moment, what he's looking for. Okay, so BTC, you got your upside that we're watching. You got the bigger picture as well. You've got your support levels to watch now this weekend, and anything for pullbacks. Now, one more note. This is the MACD. I've been talking about this one all week. I promised to keep you guys updated on this thing. And we had 5 MACDs in a row, okay, printing bullish moves here whenever we had the crossover. This is now number 6. And so far, so good. So we're getting the pump we wanted here out of this MACD. We do have a danger zone ahead. And for me, just on this simple daily chart, we just got a bit of danger here at the 200-day moving average. So I won't expect a smooth ride there. That could also be a big region there on the daily, especially the spot traders and things like that. Remember, we are actually under the 200-day MA. We're not super bullish at the moment. If we throw in the 50-day moving average as well, you can see that we are still in the midst of a death cross. Now, don't forget, we spoke about this death cross not too long ago. That is when the 50 crosses below the 200-day MA. And typically when that happens, you actually start some kind of downtrend. Now, naturally, we don't want to see that. Okay, but we are just pointing this out that this it's on the table here for us. So we play key supports, we play key resistance, and Gutko says he doesn't trust the US session. Guys, come on. Let's take a look at this S&P one more time. Ooh, this thing can squeeze. Hello, sir. Bruce is here. Hello, the legend. Good morning.
Good morning.
I bought some friends for us. Look at that.
Good morning.
Guys, party time.
Bruce literally just woke up. The We're going to get him back now. He's woken up to a beautiful squeeze. Okay. Let's get into some of these altcoins. Let's talk some of the source here. Okay, let's start with Solana. And just to update where we are with Sol at the moment. So we are still under 137. This is the bear zone for us until we start breaking higher. So the game plan on Sol hasn't changed. What is notable to us here, we had a nice dip today. What did we ping? The 382 fib. Okay, we spoke about this level yesterday. The 382 fib pool, 131 to about 129 was a nice little zone for us. Sol dipped into that area. Now, strong bounce for us, but we do have resistance in the way. Okay, so the current game plan for Solana, I'm still sitting in a Sol long, but what I'm looking for still, a little push up, rejection at the anchored VWAP. So I'm looking for a rejection at 140. Nice little pullback with BTC. Nice little rejection. Bullish pullback onto about 136. And then we're going to send it. Okay, that is the game plan on Sol. And we just got to wait. We've got to just blow this big resistance band now. It's a little bit of an issue. And until we start cracking through big resistance areas, again, remind you, exercising a little bit of caution here until that happens. So Sol, you've got the full game plan there. You've got the numbers. 140, look for that rejection. Support buyers, 136. Then we're going. 146, I like it. Thomas, what's happening? Have you guys noticed how my mood has thoroughly improved from like one green candle? I mean, I don't know if you guys are feeling the same, but I'm feeling quite happy here on a Friday. You go, come join Sniper Club. Okay, we're loving it. Okay, and there's so much going on there. These are some of the members you've seen. You obviously know Bruce as well. You've seen him all over the place. Now, let's talk about these dusties. And this is what, when I was talking about my tile today, I was saying, geez, guys, I'm actually a little bit concerned. We got shitcoins like Doge. We got shitcoins like Litecoin, XTZ, VET, pumping, even Link. I mean, it is a bit of a dusty, isn't it? But it has been a nice little trade. And, this is concerning for me, okay? And we saw XRP started the rot the other day with that XRP news as well. So I thought, let's take a look quickly at some of these dusties. We're not going to harp on too long with it, but you can see what's going on here. Link has just banged into TP, okay? Let's close Link. Okay, there we go. Link, TP zone hit, bang. Thanks so much. Thank you very much. Handbags locked in. Okay. Handbags for the wives locked in there. We've hit a TP zone there on Link. Okay. So Link has now banged into our resistance band. Let's see. This thing could easily start squeezing a little bit higher and we could have a lot more fun. But until then, we need to wait and see. So right now for me, Link traders, 11.38, you can see support a resistance band here for us. Could be some situation where we do get some kind of meltdown here later on. Okay, naturally, we don't want to see that, but this is a resistance band for us. So that Link trade is now closed for me, and we'll look for some new potential entries. What you can do now with Link, you can see I've got a ton of fibs and things pulled here at the moment. Let's clean up some of them. And the best strategy now is to drag your fib exactly like on BTC from the dump on the lows on 11th of September. You can take your fib to the rejection high, and then you start looking for potential support buys and support bounce regions where you can lock in your next buy if we get some kind of bullish pullback. So for me, what I'm watching here on Link, 10.89. Okay, that's a nice little support region that you can watch. You got trend, you got horizontals and things like that. So you can load up your next potential link trade on some kind of pullback. If you are still sitting in link, again, you don't have to be like me. There's no obligation to close the whole trade, but you can see what I'm looking at here. Resistance band. I've sat in this thing for 6 days, 7 days, and now we've done the work. We've hit a nice target. Now we can just relax a little bit on link. So next potential targets for link, if we do start churning higher, and this could be a process. It could take a while, because you might see something along these lines. You could easily get a hard pump now on link, looking for a rejection at this horizontal 11.7, looking something like that. Then you'll get your next trade. Okay, your next trade is going to be somewhere around this 11.38 region if we do turn super bullish here. So easy little game plan here at the moment. TJ, he wants to send us to zero. What's going on here? Why is he trying to dump us? And I see Bruce brushed his hair with a soul cap.
Oh man, it was head. I'm trying to bring a picture.
He's got his soul hat on. He's bullish on soul. Okay, guys, so you got the game plan on link. You can see why I've closed it. Just resistance, okay? Just about discipline and taking profits at the right areas. Naturally, if you've got loads of positions open, maybe just take profits on sub. When you get a nice little move, we can always jump in later, okay? There's always another trade brewing and things like that. So link has been covered. Let's take a look at our next one that we've got here. This is Doge. And we took this one earlier on Sniper Club. Well, I'd already jumped in because one of our Sniper Club members, this is the beauty of Sniper Club, okay? You got members like this sitting in the chats, talking all day, trading ideas, talking about what charts are floating around and things like that. And these guys, okay, it's guys
24 hours a day.
And
24 hours a day.
We watch I watch the open of the Asian market. I think Cash, you watch the European and American market. We're here all the time.
They're all there, all day. Okay, they're watching this. They're watching the markets. They're in the chats. There's a beautiful community there in Sniper Club. And thank you to whoever dropped this Doge chart in the chat earlier today. It caught my attention. I was like, why is this shitcoin starting to look aggressive? And it was one of the trades. And the typical trade that we looked at during our live Zoom session that we did for Sniper Club was the typical move that I love on these altcoins. Look at this, the squeezy little setup. We got the 1 hour squeezing into a nice little horizontal band. Look at that. What did we get? Pop, trend, horizontal break. Where did we reject? 50-day MA. What did we do? Retest, horizontal, okay? Send, okay? So this is a typical move. Pop through the horizontal, wait for that retest, get some buys in, and send that thing north. And these things are really simple invalidations. If you lose trends, okay, it's over. If you lose trends, you just jump out and you wait for the next one. That's why you just watch these areas. And what's she saying? We are so gullible. A single green candle, we are so happy. I love this market. Guys, don't you love this? I mean, you could trade gold and, look for 0.5% moves all day long, but this is why we like these altcoins. Okay, let's look for some Doge targets. Where will I be taking profit on this Doge trade? And let's just engage a little bit here and try and see where we can send this thing, even on a short little move. So number one, I've got a big horizontal. Look at this. There we go. 0.11. Okay, nice little target there for Doge. Nice horizontal, and that is also tied in quite nicely with this 100-day moving average. Look at this little banger here. So for me, that's it's a pretty solid TP zone. If we do get a pump there, I'm out. Okay, 11.4, 11.5, somewhere in that region is what we're looking at for Doge. How do we deal with it now if we missed it? Now, let's say, for example, you've missed the Doge pump. What I would suggest here, especially the leverage guys, okay, just be careful. You don't want to be buying green candles. Green candles are very dangerous for leverage traders that want to be long, okay? And you just got to be careful. So what you can do is you can pull some fibbage. So you go from the lows here on the 6th of September. Let's pull it to the rejection high. Now, we got to naturally wait for the rejection because we don't know currently where this thing is going to reject. And you're just going to drag your fib all the way up to see that rejection point. And then that is going to give you some kind of support buy. So that is going to be your strategy number one. Strategy number two is you can look at the same fibs that I pulled on BTC and Link. You can go to the 11th of September, nice little fib region as well. Look at that. If Doge rejects now, look at your confluence right now. It's 10.44. So what I'm trying to say here is your risk to the downside, if you're entering a trade now, it could be all the way to that region first, 0.104, before you actually get your next pump. So you just want to be a little bit cautious there. And if we do say we start flagging a little bit here, what you can do is add in a 236 fib. and that will have some confluence here. So this is for the absolute degens now. This is for the guys, the filthy degens. Okay, you missed the pump. Now you're looking for some action. You're going into 15 minutes. Okay, you're looking for confluence here. And what do I have for you? I've got the 236 fib and I've got the 50-day moving average. Okay, so this is degen stuff. This is the higher risk play, and that is 0.106. Okay, so look out for that. If we get some kind of pullback here, 0.106 potential bounce there on Doge. What I love, that one again. Okay, that sort of region, the 104. Okay, so nice little plan there on Doge. You've got the upside targets. For me, that's where I'm exiting. Okay, anywhere at this 114, 115. If we push that high, I'm jumping out. And in fact, let's sort out our stoppages right now. I'm going to put in a stop here. I'm going to raise my stop. Yeah, I'm going to set it just below that level because I don't want to, I don't want to ping that zone and then get, stopped out for nothing here. Wait, oh no, we're good. 104. Let's just confirm this level quickly. 1044. Okay, 1044. As long as we're below that. Okay, so I'm going to, we'll put it under that. Okay, that's actually fine. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, so let's see how that plays out then on Doge. And I see DV says, Link saved my Bitfunder challenge. We've got to get back into that. And I'm currently in phase 2 on Bitfunder. So looking to get through that one. And let's talk Litecoin. Okay, this thing is back. And I don't know, it concerns me. But let's talk about Litecoin. You can see we are pushing into a danger zone here. So anybody who trades Litecoin, I don't know why, but if you do, here's a little level for you, 67.8. Let's look out there. And that would be a rejection area to look out for. Okay, if we do blow through this and you are obsessed with Litecoin, there's going to be another entry for you on that retest to 66 with an upside target of 77. So if you've missed the current move, okay, all I can suggest is you want to wait. You want to pop that area up there. Then we've got a nice daily trend break. Look at that daily trend break over there. If we pop that region, what does that tell us? It tells us we're potentially blowing through major horizontal resistance. Look at what was support before. Look at that. So if we do blow through that, you're going to get a nice entry opportunity later on that pullback. So you just need to be patient. Remember, these pumps, it's not the time. Okay, you want to be buying the red candles. You want to be buying the dips that we had, say, 2-3 hours ago in the market. Those are the moves that you are looking for. So right now, let this market pop. Okay, we're looking for these rejection buys onto good areas, and then we're going to play it accordingly. So Alex says he actually uses Litecoin. Okay, I didn't even know it had a use case other than comedy. For me and Ray, like XRP and things like that. But apparently you can do some payments with it, Ray. I'm not sure. What's the story there?
I guess it's proof of work, so at least it's like a real blockchain. It's not a proof of stake, which is a piece of shit.
How's this man's language? Proof of work, proof of stake. Fundamental genius here at the moment. Okay, and I had to have a go at a short on this thing. What does Led say? Dylan loves charting so much, even his beard is fine line. Guys, all over the place, especially when the market's pumping. Okay, Matic, we know. Matic, dog shit, okay? But we know this thing went to polls. It moved to a new token called Pol or Poly or one of those things. And it had a mega pump today. And I couldn't resist. Okay, so here's Matic on the daily. And you can see what's going on here. We've had a massive pump straight into horizontals. Okay, I immediately banged out my fibs. Okay, 0.44. Look at this 50-day moving average rejection. Let's look at this. Let's dial in. Okay, straight into the 50-day MA. So there's a couple of things you need to have on your charts. 50-day MA, 200-day MA, 382618 fibs, absolute bangers, essentials, big levels, anchored VWAP. You got those things. You've got some weapons in your arsenal. And Matic straight into this 50-day moving average. Beautiful rejection. And I opened a short. I couldn't resist. Okay, I had to. And this thing is called Pol now, or Poly, or whatever the story is. So I shorted this thing into the zone. You can see why. Okay, it makes sense to me. And the exit plan is any close above that wick high is going to be the exit plan. So I've shorted this one on WeX, guys. Now, I've got tons of exchanges. They are all sitting in the description in the show for you guys. And if you want to trade on WeX, it's very much like ZoomX and Bybit and all these things. But the only difference is ZoomX and WeX and Prime, they are no KYC exchanges. So you just need an email address or a VPN. and then you can jump into these things and start trading with me. So there is the current situation there on WeX. And then let's look at a couple of other things like Sundog. Who got a piece of the Sundog yesterday? Did anyone get Sundog? Because I got a piece of Sundog. Ray, did you get some Sundog? You get a little bit of Sundog. No, he's not here. Ray's in hiding. Oh,
Just a little.
You got
Quick
a little
scalp.
bit of Sundog. A little bit of Sundog. Okay. Well, there's stuff brewing on Sundog, and this is why I spoke about it yesterday on my show. And let's just follow up where we are. Now, follow this guy, 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗏. I'll give you a clue. Okay. He used to be one of Banter's top researchers. Okay. He's got small following on Twitter. This guy's got alpha. Okay. He's the guy I've been whispering Sundog in my ear for the last while. Okay. The man's got alpha. And follow this guy, 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗏, at 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗏. And he's talking about Sundog. He's saying after Bybit announced the perps listing of Sundog, it hit a new all-time high, 330 million. On the 11th of September, Bybit announced spot listings of Sundog. It's clear the demand is present from tier 1 sexes, okay? That's centralized exchanges, right? And just one day later, Tron whaled fire $2 million clip. Now, you would have noticed yesterday after the show, the news started dropping that some guy spent $2 million on the Sundog situation. And yeah, I mean, look, it's looking bullish. There's rumors of a Binance listing coming as well. Korean exchanges, things like that. Maybe the guy's got a point, okay? Maybe something's happening. And then some of these guys, now, Kaduna, this is some guy on Twitter. He's now longing the shit out of Sundog as well. And look, when the guys start posting like this, we must just understand it is what it is. Okay, they obviously have tons of bags of the Sundog. Now he's obviously posting his trades about it, but like, let's go where the bees are. If this thing's going to rip, this thing's going to rip. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. So here's my current situation. I jumped into that Sundog yesterday. And this is me on Bybit. So you can see I've got Sundog, I've got 𝗪𝗏𝗡, I've got Nero, and I've still got the Sol sitting here at the bottom. So it's been quite a painful trade. I mean, I've been waiting in Sol, but I've been growing that size slowly. And we're now $41,000 on Sol. Let's see if we can break 137. We're going to add some more. We'll try and extend that a little bit there. So Sundog, I'm locked and loaded here on Sundog. Looking to add. Let's take a look at the Sundog chart from yesterday, and you can see what's going on. I see Onka got some Sundog, and you can see yesterday we were looking around about this region on Sundog, and now I've just plotted it for you guys, looking for some key areas, and you can see this thing is taking off. Big support here, 0.34. Watch this region. You can see lots of buys into this zone. So for me, if you start losing that, your next potential target is most likely your trend region. Okay, that's going to be about 0.33 that you're going to be looking at for Sundog. That's your next potential bounce. But I would say watch this zone here, 0.34. Nice little hot zone for us. If this thing does get some momentum, I suspect, it's going to start going. And look, some of the guys want this thing to go to $1 billion. Justin Sun's behind it. The man's got a lot of Tron. The man is Tron. And he prints USDT Tron for fun. So, when you got that type of ammo behind things, then, maybe we're going to get something there. So eyes on Sundog, still looking good here at the moment. And then let's talk ZoomX. So hopefully, look at that. Okay, so some of you guys hopefully have joined the ZoomX trading competition with me. And just a reminder what it is. So ZoomX are one of my trading partners, and they are sponsoring a trading competition. Now, the nice thing about me is that anyone that joins my squad, okay, through my link in my description, the best P&L gets $1,000. Okay, you don't have to trade big size here. It's about P&L. The next one gets $600. Third prize gets $400. Okay, so we just have to have a nice P&L there. So the top trader in my team, which is called the Disciples of Entry, is going to get a taste of this. So jump into ZoomX. There's a link in the description here for you guys. Go under the show and trade this with me. There we are, third from the top. Jump in there.
It's
join
in the
my
comments.
team.
It's right there.
Ray's in my team.
You don't even have to
Bruce
do that
is
much.
in my team. DJ and David's in my team. Boys, are you in my team?
No, I missed out. Sorry.
Penalty. Penalty.
Yeah.
Penalty. Bruce is there. Bruce is in the team. He's there. So we've got a separate channel in the Sniper Club Discord specifically for the ZoomX challenge. So I've even got 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗏, one of our top traders in there. He's dropping some chart setups and stuff as well in the ZoomX thing. I'm dropping DJ and David, Bruce. Everybody's going to drop trade setups in there. So jump in. Okay, Rune was our first trade that we dropped. And there's been a couple of others floating around as well. I see Timeout is on our team. So guys, jump in, join my squad. Okay, let's go. And let's just recap where we are with Rune. So it's been an interesting ride. Oh, gosh, this is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Here we go. So here's Rune on the daily. Oh, this is looking bullish. And what's actually happened here? So Rune on the 12-hour, we spoke about this yesterday, okay? So hopefully some of you guys did get the opportunity. Rune 3.8, what were we looking for? Look at this perfection. Okay, this is why we do the work. This is why we watch the show on the red days. You come watch me, okay, when you hate crypto, when things are falling over, when you're feeling bearish, this is where you come and watch these shows. This is where you get the alpha. This is where you get the entries. And Rune dipped into 50-day moving average, 382, trend retest, and horizontal. Look at this thing. Little bit of patience. There we go. Bang. And off she goes. So right now, let's try and identify a couple of targets here for Rune. And I'm going to show you, actually stick around, because I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do with ZoomX with regards to leverage with some of your trades, and you can start growing them. So I'm going to show you that in a second. And right now, how do you hunt for TP zones on something like this? So you can identify some horizontals in the way. Bang. You can see we at a resistance band currently for Rune. And then where do we go next? What is the next potential target? You're going to take a fib from the high to the lows. Okay, 618. So we know this is massive resistance here for Rune. You can see that 100-day MA, 618 horizontal. This is a danger zone. Where's our next area for Rune? 786. Okay, look at that. We've got a nice little horizontal here as well. Nice cluster here for Rune, 4.3. Okay, so these are two big TP zones now. 4.08, that was our TP3, and 4.3, that's not on the book yet as a TP zone, but that is your next TP zone if Rune does start squeezing. Okay, so simple as that. And then what do you do? So here's a little trick that you can do on ZoomX. You can actually do it on some of the other exchanges, but I just like the way ZoomX goes about it. So when you start a position, when you open a position on these leverage exchanges, some of you might not know this. So listen, you're going to use your initial margin. So I opened Rune on a 10x position. Now the trader started moving. Let's say I want to add to the position, or let's say I want to take out some of my margin and use it for another trade, or take it out and do whatever with it. What you can do is, you can see we're currently on 10x. You can go to the isolated here. First thing you're going to see is look at the available balance here on the right-hand side. It says 383. Okay, what I can do now that my trade is in profit, I can go and move this thing to a higher leverage. There we go. I've moved it to a 25x leverage. Look what's available now to trade. $443. They've now unlocked my leverage. I've taken some more leverage out of my Rune position. And look in the trade now at the bottom. It's only cost me $40 now to be in this trade. Now my margin is free, and this is practically a risk-free trade. Now, if I move my stop to entry, it's an entirely risk-free trade, and I can use that extra money that I've taken out now to buy more of the position if I want to. So I can grow that size, or I can now invest in another token and do those types of things. So let's just, for the exercise, let's just see what I have taken out here. So let's go back to 10x. And this is how you're gonna get a banging P&L for these P&L competitions. This is how you do it. So you can start your trades on 3x, 5x. When things start ramping up, you can increase your size and your leverage. So you can see $383. Let's move it back to 25x. Okay, 404. So I've got $60 available at 25x to trade. So that's effectively, I can add $1,200. That's a little bit much. It's going to raise my entry too high. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add $750 here. Okay, so now I've increased my Rune position. So my Rune position size is now bigger. Naturally, my average entry is bigger. And now I'm going to put my stop just under this entry here. So it's risk-free, 3.96. Okay, now if the market continues running, Rune makes more profit, my P&L goes up naturally, and we start cooking. If the market falls over, then I've basically break even here on this trade, and then we wait for the next one. Now, if we get a bullish run in the market, this is how you can increase the size of your positions, and this is how you can increase how much you can make out of some of these trades. Okay, so Rune is covered. Let's see if we get a nice little squeeze on Rune out of this thing. It could work nicely. Let's see how that plays out. Okay, the next one is 𝗫𝗓. This is what I was talking about today. This is on my watch list. So we noticed the other day that Sundog had a lot of volume, and 𝗫𝗓. There's a little bit of talk about 𝗫𝗓. I dropped this one on Twitter today. I'm watching this one closely. Okay, I'm looking for some 𝗫𝗓 action. You can see what is going on here in this big box. This is 𝗫𝗓 on the 15 minutes. You can see something is going on here. Okay, I'm expecting some kind of move higher naturally. You can see we got a rising little trend here on 𝗫𝗓. And when we start breaking this horizontal at 1.7, okay, when we start popping this type of region, I think we're going to get quite bullish there, and we're going to look for this 0.18 level. So this is 𝗫𝗓 ETH, and at the moment, and I'm trading that one on Bybit. So I've started a small little position there. You can see it's sitting there, third from the bottom, and just watching this one closely, looking for some action. If we do get some kind of pump out of it, I think this thing could be a possible mover there for us. So that is that one, and then a couple of oh gosh, I was going to say we need to wait. We need to wait for this 𝗫𝗓, and I've been waiting for days for this 𝗫𝗓 to get into our box, and unfortunately now 𝗫𝗓 has run off without us, unfortunately. So let's talk 𝗫𝗓 quickly, just to cover those of you that are sitting in it at the moment. And you can see we are busy breaking through the 50-day moving average. So that is interesting, but right now could offer a little bit of a rejection here. So let's be a little bit cautious in that region. And you can see that could be a support band for us. Alternatively, we do have some horizontals a little bit higher up. So 𝗫𝗓 traders, okay, nice little break. What is nice here, we've printed a new high. That's a good start. What you can do now, if you're looking for some bullish pullback zones, you can take a fib from the low of this dump earlier today. You can drag your fibs higher up, and you want to start looking for potential support regions. If this is going to stay bullish and the move continues into the weekend, then you are potentially looking for 4.26 to hold. You're looking for 4.2 to hold as your next potential zones. Okay, so watch that for 𝗫𝗓. Your upside target is going to be 4.5. So right now, this is a rejection zone. Okay, understand that this is a possible rejection region for 𝗫𝗓. And if this does fall over, if it's going to stay bullish, you want to hold 4.2. That is a hot zone that you want to see hold, then potentially sending higher. Alternatively, this thing is like a magnet. Okay, these rising trends, they become magnets. They eventually come back to these trends. Okay, so look out. 4.08, that is a hot zone there. And Uncle's back. He's back.
Remember yesterday you were bearish and I was bullish. Remember yesterday?
You must see my towel. It's so big.
But remember yesterday I came to you, you said you guys were bearish. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's going up. Bro, come on.
We're rejecting right there.
Oh, bro. I told you.
The picture's there.
I told
I'm in the short.
This thing
I'm in the short.
Yesterday.
Ray's just shorted it. He's just shorted it.
Oh, you're actually going to get so fucking wrecked. It's actually a fucking joke how badly you guys are going to get it. And I told you yesterday. I sat yesterday. I said, you guys don't know what to do. You drew the headline. You said it's going to reject you. 58.8. Now look at us.
There it is, where we're going to find it.
Bro, how can you even
But we
read
did
this?
reject.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're still rejecting. We're not through that yet. It's not over. Tell Uncle. Tell him. It's not over yet.
Bro. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's wait. I came here. Move. Let me do the shot.
Oh God! Here we go. Here we go. Take over.
Let me just do
Go.
the
Do
shot.
your best.
Yeah.
Give me your best.
Have a nice weekend. All right. So here it goes. Okay. So Dylan says it's gonna reject. Let's just get rid of this chart. Honestly, got no chance.
No, you can't close my chart. You can't close my chart.
I can't close the chart. Okay. So let's go on to the actual BTC chart. BTC USD. Okay. Let me show you how it's gonna work out. Okay, so as you can see, well, I need a mouse or something. How do you make your chart bigger? How do you make your charts bigger with this mouse?
Yeah, with the roller.
With the roller. Okay, I see. Okay, amazing. So here we are. Bro, how do you even read these charts?
It's very scientific.
Okay, and let us quickly just make it automatic here, because.
Wait, you got it. Wait, you got it. Take your pen off here.
Okay, take the pen off.
Click the cross.
Okay, here we go. All right, so basically what's going to happen now is exactly what I said yesterday. We're going to break up into the 60,000 range. Once we get into the 60,000 range, we're going to carry on going up and up and up. We're not rejecting. Okay, do you get that?
I got it.
I told you this yesterday.
Locked in.
You should have just listened yesterday. You would have had double the number of viewers today.
Locked in.
I'm telling you.
I just closed my link long.
You don't get it, eh? You don't get it, bro. You don't get it. All right.
Give me my show back, bro.
What other charts do you guys want?
Let's close my windows. I've got a whole lot happening.
All right. Okay. So, I see Matic had a nice bounce today. I see Matic.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
You took the short. Check there. Yeah. You really?
I sorted it on that. Bang.
You guys, I'm have fun staying poor.
Apparently, Uncle doesn't agree with me. But guys, we're gonna keep you safe. We're gonna keep you safe. We're gonna keep you safe.
You're gonna get right. Did I tell you yesterday? It's going up.
Guys, we're gonna make rational decisions. Okay, we're gonna be rational here at the right areas. Okay, we can. If you're spot bags, you can leave them. Okay, spot bags are good. If I'm talking to the leverage traders here, this is where you need to be careful. Okay, Run's on his way to Singapore now, and I think he's excited for his flight. And yeah, we're gonna see you guys. Don't forget, we're going to Token 49. There's a big banter event coming as well. Lots happening, guys. Come see me on Friday at the banter event in Singapore. We're going to be there. It's so much going on. Okay, let's get back into these charts. I see Run's enjoying hanging out on my show. Maybe I need to do a little duet with him. Okay, so Nero, we've done. Nia, you know the drill. With Nia, you know what to do. Let's talk Fantom quickly as well. So much news on Fantom. And just wanted to cover this. The altcoin checklist, Fantom, Sonic, the whole story. Read this guy, Crypto Thom. Okay, he's talking about why Fantom is such a banger. Okay, this is why Fantom is one of my biggest spot bags at the moment. And, you know, we've seen this thing go to $1. Why wouldn't it go to $1 again? And, you know, we play it accordingly. Okay, and this is the way I've been playing it. This is my game plan for Fantom. And for me, it hasn't changed. Okay, I still want to see Fantom at 0.4547. Okay, that is my mark in the sand for a leverage trade for me on Fantom. Looking for that push lower. Right now, you can see we got a little rejection. Okay, a little bit careful here. If we do push higher, where do I see Fantom rejecting? 53. Okay, be careful up here. This weekend, if we get a big green pump on Fantom, look out at 53. There's no reason why this thing can't come down and take out all of this liquidity. Look at this. Look at these candles here. Why won't they come back and sort this out? So for me, at some point, I'm still expecting Fantom. Give us a real leverage entry at one of these levels here. We'll naturally adjust this thing higher as this Fantom moves up. And then we're going to make sure that we lock in some great entries. I'm going to give you an example of something that you can wait for. And this is what I dropped into 𝗪𝗏 earlier today. And I just want to show you guys this as well. Yeah, render. Okay, look at this absolute banger. Now, I want to show you guys what I do here in 𝗪𝗏 so you guys can see exactly what is going down. I'm just going to stop the screen. I want to just share this next screen here today. Give me 1 second here. 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗏 coming in hot. Okay, there it is. Okay, so here's our traders chat here in 𝗪𝗏. And earlier today, I said to whoever gives me the rudest reply, okay, gets to come on the show. Okay, you can see what we were talking about today. And the people were so offensive to me. They were so rude. And these two gentlemen, look at this man. Here's Camille here. Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself?
Of course.
What did you say? What did you say to me, sir? What did you say to me?
Simple. Fuck you.
and Marcel, what did you say to me? What did you say to me?
And I said, fuck yeah.
Oh, I thought you said fuck you. That's why you got it. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, here's the message. I said, whoever wants to sit backstage with live, the rudest reply to this message gets in. Okay, and these two gents were fastest fingers first. They were so rude, but you must have seen how offensive some of these people got. A little bit lower down. It was basically like a roast. But that is not what I want to show you. What I want to show you guys is every day, okay, in 𝗪𝗏, I drop a market update, okay? And this is important stuff for you to look at. So every day you get this from me. You can see on the right-hand side, all these charts that I drop here. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. On the right-hand side, I give you a full BTC breakdown, what I'm watching. 15 minutes, 4-hour daily time frame. I talk about a couple of other interesting things. I give you the liquidations that we're watching. Then I give you altcoins that I'm looking at. Now, one of the altcoins that I dropped in my market update today was Render. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here's, we can't see it there. So I'm going to show you the Render chart that I dropped in there earlier today. One more second. Let's get this thing back up. There it is. And that was the render chart. And I said, waiting patiently for render at 5. Okay, so this was in the market report that everyone got about 6-7 hours ago. And here was render dropping into 5. Do you guys read my market report?
Every day.
Appreciate
We're
it.
waiting for the Dylan.
I think he doesn't
like
read
all of
it.
them, but yeah.
Emil, do you read the market report?
Me?
Do you read the market report every day?
Yeah, of course. But it doesn't mean I like it.
Oh. Okay, well, there it is, guys. That's the type of info you're going to get from me every single day. Never mind what this legend does in there. Okay, never mind what Chaos is doing in there. DJ and Dave, never mind the 10x challenge that Sheldon is running as well. The guys are learning so much stuff at the moment. So it's all going down in there. And just, if you want to be on top of the market, I'm doing the work for you. So in the mornings, I sit down. It's the first thing I do. Bitcoin, multiple time frames, altcoins that are interesting. You're going to get that on your Discord. Bang. Okay, you're in Sniper Club. You can see what I'm watching, the actual trades that I'm looking at taking throughout the day. And that is how we roll in there. There's so much happening. So render traders, if you did get along on render, you are now at TP. Okay, this is the trade setup that I gave. 5.3 danger zone now. So you just want to exercise a little bit of caution. And I'm talking to the leverage traders. Okay, this is now a nice big move for you guys on leverage. You are now at your TP zone that you're waiting for. If this does push a little bit higher, what does it look like? Just like that Doge trade. Pop the horizontals, nice little pullback. Then we're looking at 5.8. So there's a secondary trade coming on render. Okay, so if you've missed this first one, maybe not the time to FOMO into a green candle. Let this thing play out a little bit here. This is the 1 hour time frame. And on the next pullback, that is when we can nail it. So remember, I do a show on Sundays as well. So let the weekend play out a little bit. Let's identify some entries on Sunday once the dust has settled and try and send you guys to the next big area that we can be watching. Right, one more. Let's go injective. This was my injective plan earlier. Now let's see if this has failed. I dropped this on Twitter. Follow me at the Lord of Entry. I'm dropping tons of charts these days. I'm trying to add extra value there for you guys on Twitter. And injective, wow, well, we hit our first zone. So my game plan on injective earlier today, and I don't want to say it's off the table yet, 17.7, and you can see what is going on here. We've got our first rising trend in play, this little one over here. You can see we've got a little rising trend. What did we bounce off earlier today? A 618 at 18.3. Very strong reaction, just like Render bounced off a fib, just like Rune bounced off a fib. You saw BTC as well. A couple of these others, they bled down onto nice levels of support. So 18.3, strong bounce there so far for Injective. If you're looking for new support now, 18.7. Okay, so watch 18.7. Any dips here on Injective, 18.7 needs to hold for you. Then you want to print these new highs. So a little bit of danger for Injective at 20. But right now, until we print new highs, this thing is actually a little bit bearish on the 1 hour. So looking at 17.73, that is the ultimate zone. If we can get a move into that area, until we break new highs, a little bit of caution here on Injective. And just, playing it safe. Now, Fahad, I've got a token here for Fahad. Remember, guys, drop the tokens you want in the chat or in the comments after the show. I'll chart some of them for you guys on Sunday. I'll incorporate them in the show for you. And this was Theta that Fahad was asking about. I hope you are here today. Fahad, he's been one of our loyal fans probably from when I started streaming in October last year. Fahad has been watching this show. And, he's always around. So here's Theta for you, Fahad. And you can see your target zone here at the moment, 1.3. We are nearly there. So we're nearly into a danger zone here for Theta. What are we looking to the downside? What you're going to do is you're going to drag your fib from the 6th of September to the highs. You want to look for confluence. Where can we get some degree of confluence here? Where can we look for some kind of support on Theta? And you can see what I've got here. Look at that little banger. This is big. Okay, watch this, guys. I'm going to zoom in here for you. I want you to see this. Theta, 1.195. We've got the anchored VWAP from the 5th of August dump. I've got the anchored VWAP from the 6th of August dump as well. I've got a 382, and I've got this horizontal cluster. Okay, so I don't want to call this thing an iron wall, but I'm calling this thing serious support. So if we do get a nice pullback here, that is a big buy zone here for Theta traders, okay? Look for that dip into that range. What is 𝗪𝗏𝗣𝗘𝗥? So is the XRP on. What's he talking about? Look for a big dip here on theta, 1.195. If you get that, that's a buy zone with confidence. Okay, that is a big long there for me on theta. Right now, this thing is pumped. So if you're sitting in leverage positions, you're just exercising a little bit of caution at these resistance bands. Okay, 1.3, look out here, 1.3, danger zone for me. Big support, 1.19. Let's see how that plays out. Marcel and Camille, such a pleasure having you guys on.
Thank you, mate. Anytime.
I hope you guys are, you're trading well, I'm assuming. I need you in the 𝗬𝗎𝗍 comp though, boys. What are we going to do?
We will. I'll sort that out for you, mate. Hey, but to be honest with you, and I haven't seen you so excited for so long. You're gonna bring some flowers home tonight, aren't you?
I'm so happy. The wife's getting a handbag.
Give the wife some flowers tonight, and and maybe a handbag.
We're gonna chill. We're gonna chill. Thank you guys for hanging. Captain.
My captain.
Are you long and strong? Are you short? What
are you doing?
No.
I woke up to all the stuff we've been doing the last couple of days. Pumped, happy. I'm creeping my way up the ranking in the competition. My plan is to win. So just
nice. That's the way we like it. Okay, banger. Guys, okay, so you know the drill. Jump into Sniper Club, come hang with us. Tons going on there, as you know. I'm doing a show on Sunday. We're gonna recap this Friday madness. Okay, let's see what happened this weekend. We're gonna recap on Sunday. If you've missed things, don't FOMO. Okay, there's time. Sunday, I'm here. We're going to work out some settings here for you guys, some setups, get you some entries if you've missed anything, and plan the week ahead on Sunday night. So it should be main channel, but just watch both channels. Just check out there for me. Good. Have a good weekend, guys. Well done. If you managed to hang on to your positions through those dumps and things like that, well done. And now we celebrate. We enjoy these moments, and then we find new entries again. The work starts again next week. The minute we get some kind of pullback, we're working again. Okay, big work coming. See you guys later.